What's good, guys? Welcome back in. Second round about to begin. Really hope that the Giants can go out and that they can get Will Hernandez from UTEP. But I'm going to talk about the Chicago Bears here in this video. I have a lot of Bears fans that follow me and follow this channel. I love each and every one of the Chicago Bears fans, and they're trying to rebuild the culture. I really love Matt Nagy. I'm on board now with Allen Robinson. I think Trey Burton will be utilized in an Oregon Ducks fashion. So you look at the offensive additions, and then Taylor Gabriel caused Atlanta to go ahead and try to get another speedster in Calvin Ridley. So last night, the Chicago Bears, I thought Quentin Nelson, of course, because now the Bears hired the Notre Dame offensive line coach. So if Quentin Nelson was there, then I believe that the Bears would have taken him. But you really look at Chicago, and now in a 3-4, you need linebackers. So now you have Leonard Floyd, you have Kwiatkowski. The one thing about Roquan Smith is that he doesn't shed blocks incredibly well. So you're going to have to play him on the edge, like either the weak or the strong side linebacker. But you look at Leonard Floyd, Danny Trevathan is going to have to take on blocks for the Chicago Bears. But now in a 3-4, you need a tremendous nose tackle, which I think Eddie Goldman could be. And then you need a guy on the edge that's just going to fly around in the 3-4 and make plays, get to the quarterback, and a guy that can go sideline to sideline, and that's Roquan Smith. And the one thing about Roquan Smith as well, it's important to note that he's a team leader. He's a senior, and that he's a really good kid. He's a guy that's going to improve the Bears locker room the minute he steps in that locker room. And I know that that's a cliche thing to say with the NFL draft is, oh, this kid's a good guy, this kid has a high character, the team's going to benefit from having him, on the staff. I know that that's a cliche thing to say, but Roquan really is. He was the heartbeat. He was the heart and soul of the Georgia defense. So, listen, Vic Fangio giving Vic Fangio a linebacker. It's a great move from Matt Nagy to defer to the older Vic Fangio. And basically the entire free agent period, that was all about getting Mitchell Trubisky weapons. And now in this second round, it might be time to look at some offensive line to help protect Mitchell Trubisky. I still would like a cornerback. I'm not a Prince Amukamara fan. I like how Kyle Fuller is staying on the Chicago Bears. Bottom line, Prince Amukamara gets hurt every year. He's older. So it's time to get a cornerback. You have Eddie Jackson. You have pretty good guys, at the safety mark. Eddie Jackson was a great pick by Ryan Pace. So it's time to go ahead and it's time to go get some offensive line help, but it's also time. I think you need a right tackle, but it is also time to get a cornerback as well, and you can get some pretty good cornerbacks. Carlton Davis from Auburn still on the board. Some great players, some great corners. And my favorite wide receiver in the draft that either I hope the Giants get, maybe Niners or Chicago Bears, that would be Anthony Miller of Memphis. He killed it in the American Conference. He is a guy that is just a very motivated guy to be great. He's lightning fast, and he's a playmaker. And on the biggest of stages, he lifted Memphis's offense up. So I thought that the pick last night of Roquan Smith, it was one of the safest picks of the first round. And again, you need to utilize him on the edges, because if he gets caught up in the trash, if he's having to field offensive linemen and bodies, that's not when Roquan's at his best. He's a little undersized. He's not great at shedding blocks. But if you allow Roquan to roam, if you allow the three linemen to help, occupy blockers and let Roquan get to that edge, that's where Roquan can be devastating. And again, out of every draftee, this kid is one of the best kids in the draft. You don't have to worry about him at 2 a.m. You don't. And that's something sometimes with first-round talent that you do have to worry about. So again, Chicago Bears, solid pick. I'm not just saying that because there's Bears fans here. Roquan Smith, that's a guy that dominated college football last year. If you watch college football, you know that Roquan Smith's a player. Chicago Bears got a pretty dang good player in the first round.